So today I'm going to be showing you me getting ready this morning, how I do my makeup and my hair. So if you guys want to find out how to look like this, because I know you want to, then keep on watching. So I start with my face when I do my makeup. It's kind of a bad habit because for the most part, my eyeshadow always messes up my foundation, but it's just a habit. So first thing I do is prime my skin. I use two different products. The first thing, Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I know it's not really a primer, but I use it in conjunction with my actual foundation primer because I struggle from large pores in this area right here. And then I use the Smashbox Photofinish foundation primer. This is the regular one. They have all different kinds. I've really only tried this one. And I love this. I've used this primer for years. Honestly, I don't need to wear all this makeup because my skin is in really good shape, but it's just kind of a comfort, so I do it. First thing I do is spot conceal, and I do that underneath my foundation with the MAC Prolongwear Concealer. I've used this stuff for a really long time, and honestly, I loved it when I first started using it. I'm like almost out of it. Now I'm kind of just like unimpressed with it and need to find a new spot concealer because I cover whatever redness I have, which is like all over my nose. And I try and cover like some of my freckles, which you really can't cover freckles, so I blend it out with a Real Technique Expert face brush. And then I conceal underneath my eyes using the Clinique Even Better Concealer in Bisque. And it's kind of like a pinky toned concealer, so that's why I use it underneath my eyes to kind of cancel out the darkness. And I use that on a, Sonia Kashuk brush. Then I move on to foundation. This isn't the foundation I've been using every day, I switch off, but mostly I've been using some drugstore foundations. But this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I really like this stuff because even though people say it's really full coverage, which it probably is if you apply it with a brush, I apply most of my foundations with a wet or damp beauty blender, so everything is a little less full coverage because it's really just blended out nicely and naturally. So I kind of just dot it, and I don't even put that much on. And then I kind of dab it on. Then I go in with yet another under eye concealer type thing. This is the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in Light Boost, and I love this thing. I just kind of put it underneath my eyes. I'm kind of running out of it, which stinks because it's such a good product. And then I just use my finger to blend it out. It just brightens up the under eye area so nicely, and it sits really nicely on top of all the products that I use. It doesn't look cakey or anything, which is a good feature because it's not technically a concealer. Now we're going to go into powders. I love powder because I have oily skin, so I use two different ones. The first one is the MAC Prep and Prime Transparent Finishing Powder. Just a tip when you're using like a loose powder, if you keep the little film on top of it and just poke holes, it'll be a lot easier to control how much powder you're getting out of the container. And I use that on a Real Technique setting brush, and I just set my under eye concealer with that. And then I go with my overall face powder, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte. Mine is really low, and an Eco Tools brush. I love this brush. Okay, so moving on a normal day, if I were to be going out and about, I would contour using my Smashbox Bronze Lights and Suntan Matte, but since I'm not really doing anything today, I'm not going to, but I love this bronzer and I love contouring. But I am going to apply blush. This is the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso. I love this blush. I know everybody loves it. Crap. I forgot my brush at Shannon's house. Shannon stole my my duo fiber brush that I used for blush. I think it's the MAC 187 or something. She was here doing her makeup and she stole it. She has two of them now because she has hers and mine, and I left it at her house. I'm so pissed because I love that for blush. I don't really like using this brush, but this is a Royal and Langnickel contour brush. So that's it for face. Moving on to eyes. The first thing that I do is prime. I kind of go out of order when I do my eyes. I don't know. This is the Smashbox lid primer, Photofinish lid primer. I don't know. I love this primer. I featured it in a few different favorites videos because I was going back and watching old videos and then saw that I mentioned it and I love it. Oops, contour out. Alright, then I do eyebrows. That's where it gets kind of a weird order. I don't know. So I comb out my eyebrows and then use my Benefit Gimme Brow. This is like amazing stuff. I use two different things on my eyelid. The first is a cream eyeshadow. It's a Paintpot from MAC in the color Bare Study. And then on top of that, I put a powder eyeshadow from MAC called Gleam, which is this one right here, which is really pretty and frosted. I love it. So I use my fingers to apply the Bare Study Paintpot. And yes, I do, on a lot of occasions, tug on my eye while I'm doing my eyeshadow. I know it's a really, really bad habit, but I really can't get out of it. I just think it applies eyeshadow a lot better when I do that. And then I use a MAC 239, I believe, to apply the powder. I kind of blend it up into the crease because this is the only eyeshadow I'm using up there. Then I go in with my other MAC palette and the color Crystal Avalanche, which is like a frosted white. It's just like really white. And a fluffy Royal and Langnickel brush. And first I highlight my inner corners. It's really dense, so it's really good brush to do that with. Then I take a little bit and just highlight the very center of my eyelids. I just like to lighten it up a little bit, make it a little bit brighter. So that is what it looks like. If you can see, I like it. That's why I wear it. Then I move on to my lower lash line. So I do a little pop of color under there because, I don't know, I've just been into it and I really like the way it looks. I take this CoverGirl Flamed Out shadow pencil. There's no color on it. I can't find it anywhere on the packaging, but it is just a light blue. And I line my lower lash line with this. Not my waterline, just my lower lash line. Like so. And then I take an angled brush. This one's from Smashbox. And then this MAC Mineralized eyeshadow in Fresh and Easy. And I take the blue shade. And I just kind of intensify that and set that eyeshadow pencil. I love this stuff and I love using this color because it makes my eyes pop. Since I have brown eyes, it's really nice to add a color. Okay, then I do liquid liner. Sometimes I use black, sometimes I use brown. Today I'm going to use black. This is the Maybelline Stiletto. I also really like the Jordana one. Okay, so once I finished with the liquid liner, I move on to pencil. I use a nude eyeliner. This is the Rimmel Scandalized nude eyeliner. It's good. It looks good when you first apply it, but then it kind of just goes away after a while. But I still like putting it on because it looks good for the few minutes that it's like actually on your waterline. And then I move on to mascara. First thing I do is curl my eyelashes. So my camera cut out and missed me putting on my first mascara, which was the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal. It's an mascara, but I've been using it. But then I apply a different one. This one's super dried out, but I just use it for my lower lashes. It's the Covergirl Bombshell Volume, and I use the number 2 side. Alright, done with eyes. Then I move on to lips. Now I don't like always do a lip combo, but this has been my favorite one for the summer. I take my Korres lip butter in Pomegranate. I have the pot form, but the tube form is probably much easier to apply. I love this stuff because it's so easy. It's just like kind of a tinted lip butter, obviously, and it looks really natural, so it's good on its own. But I like to apply a lip gloss on top. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Maple Blondie. I love this combination. I don't know why. It's just beautiful. So that is it for the... Onto hair. I have a pretty good tip that I want to share with you guys because this has really helped me this summer keep my hair kind of healthier and not straightening it all the time. If you're someone who, like me, loves to straighten your hair and have it nice and sleek and straight, this tip will really come in handy, at least I hope. I also love having my hair in beachy waves and stuff like that. It's hard to find a happy medium between the two. But this tip or method that I've been doing for the past couple weeks is really great, and I love it, and I haven't been using as much heat on my hair, which is great, especially for summer. So basically what I do is every time I wash my hair, I immediately straighten it that day. If I'm taking a shower in the morning, if not, I'll straighten it the day after if I take a shower at night. Now I only wash my hair every 3 days, so I will straighten it the first day, and then the 2 days or 3 days, depending on how long that hair lasts. After that, I don't touch it with heat. I barely even touch it with anything because I don't even need to brush it. So I just sleep on it. I put it in a bun, I put it in a ponytail, I put it in a braid like I just had it in, and it just looks like effortless waves. So this is what my hair is going to look like today, and honestly I think it's just so great because it's very tame waves while still having like the top being straight, so it's very still sleek. One thing I will say, if you're going to do the whole not washing your hair for 3 days like me, is you're going to rely a lot on dry shampoo. So my favorite is the Batiste for dark hair. It has a tint of color in it, as you can see. And I just use it to kind of make sure my hair doesn't go flat, which is something that I have a problem with when I don't wash my hair for a few days. Also, when I sleep on straight hair, it gets really flat. So I like to just give it more volume. And I don't even need to brush my hair because it is still so smooth from when I straightened it that first day. And I don't want to straighten it because I don't want it to get poofy. And if you needed to, you can touch up the front pieces if they're crimping a little bit. But this is honestly my favorite hairstyle. It's just effortless, straight yet sort of wavy. And I think it's really good for the people who are trying to get their hair break from straightening it every single day. And I like it because it leaves my length that I get when I straighten my hair, but it's still wavy and nice and effortless in summer. So that is my everyday hair. it's really nothing, but there's my tip to you guys. So that is it for this get ready with me video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys very soon. If you haven't seen our recent videos, I'll link them all down below. We have a new channel trailer, which is probably the most exciting one because it has a little compilation of all of our past videos, so I think you should go check it out. I'll put a link everywhere so you can go look at it. So yes, I will see you guys later. Bye!